our first time being up in Division 1 in many years, and a lot of people at the beginning, as was stated, would have probably expected us to go back down or be favourites to go back down. But I've often said it as well to other lads, if we had got up, our struggling point was getting up to Division 1, and once we got up there I felt that we'd be able to go toe to toe with the best up there, and it proved that this year. I suppose initially the thought process behind our own group was that we get over the first 1 or 2 games, see how we are in the table, and then once we got the third win on the bounce, it was all about, we're safe now, we might as well push for a Division 1 final.
We were missing a few players early on in the league with injuries, lads taking a rest, and some of the other lads that were in the panel the last number of years got more consistent game time, which can only be a good thing for us going forward. But as a standard, we probably didn't hit the standards we were looking to for the majority of the league, and that's going to be something that we're going to have to work on coming into our championship, because we know there's going to be huge competition. I suppose Galway probably we're up there at the top of the league and performed really well in the league final. So it's league football can be a standard. It's really competitive. Obviously we were quite lucky at the end. It went down to the last nearly kick of the game to maintain our status in Division 1. But overall, look, we got a few new players. It's
a weird one having a big game so early on in the calendar. Having a big game in the middle of May is something that we haven't had before. Look, there's going to be a big build up to it. It's going to be a tough one. Heading to Castlebar is never an easy task, especially, and there's probably a vibe out there that Mayo are not going as well as they possibly could, and Galway are probably going a bit better. But you can't read into that too much. The league is totally different to what the championship is. And I suppose during the league, Mayo have rested a lot of their bigger players.
We know Galway, close rivals and neighbours. They probably had the sign over us the last number of years. They've defeated us in championship the last two summers, but especially in the league this year, the quality that they've shown, it's been something that we've really had to focus in on. They're probably getting better than they were last year. They're definitely better than they were 2 years ago. They're becoming more consistent, more strong. They're developing age-wise as well. They're becoming an older, more seasoned team. I suppose a lot of it is about ourselves. When we have the ball, can we control it that bit better? Can we work the scores maybe against a defence that's really tight and hard to break down? So there's some of the things we've been working on. But more often than not, if we in Mayo can get our football playing to the best of our ability, we're normally competitive and strong against most teams. But every game can be different. You can have all your best laid plans, but come into a game, you got to play what's in front of you.
Mayo are probably a wounded tiger now that they've lost the last 2 battles, so they're going to come and throw everything at it for this one. So it's going to be an interesting battle. It's going to be one that's going to be really tough, and we're under no illusions going down there that it's going to be an easy game or it's going to be anything like that. It's going to be nothing but probably a dogfight until the bitter end, and whoever comes out on top then I'm sure will be well delighted, but there'll be nothing going easy, I'd say.